Good morning. We finally completed the e-Autocar Pro commercial, and we're ready to launch it on schedule. The expo last week went exceedingly well, and social media response has been overwhelmingly positive.
What about the port stations? Just Tuesday, we were informed there was some sort of issue at the East River location. Something involving the charging ports.
That is correct. The electricians in the area went on strike. The issue has since been resolved. We hired a private company, and everything is now back on schedule.
Then that only leaves inventory for that location. So we really do have everything prepared. That is good news. What then is the holdup? Why are we having such a large board meeting over this?
The holdup is that the app is still unfinished. The version we had wasn't sleek enough. Beta feedback was clear. Customers complained that it looked generic, and they were right. We need a stronger interface, a cleaner design, and coding that is actually user-friendly, not something people have to fight with, just to schedule and pay for a ride.
Oh? Then I assume, my son, that you've brought in people to show us what will be needed to fix the issue.
Yes. I have 4 individuals prepared to present what they've come up with. I gave them a week to develop proposals. Whoever delivers the strongest presentation and best meets the criteria I set will take over as lead developer for the app. They have all been informed that the project must be completed by the end of the month.
Then by all means, let us see the presentations. Alaric, my dear, I need you to have lunch with me today. I received a phone call from Bennings this morning.
Bennings? Wasn't that fool explicitly told never to contact us again?
He was warned, but according to him, he has something he needs to tell us. Something he's frightened of, I'm sure. Come with me. We'll hear him out. And afterward, I want you to handle him so he never crosses our path again. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Don't touch me. I already told you never to show your face to me again.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Idmere. I wouldn't have called you unless I was worried about something.
Stop talking. Now, tell us why you called us here. It had better be worth our time.
Before your father passed away, he asked me to inform you if anything else ever came up regarding the incident.
Nothing else should be coming up regarding the incident. You promised it was settled. We confirmed everything had been burned. gave you enough money to keep your mouth shut, and yet, here you are.
The incident is being investigated again.
Yes, I'm aware. More of those idiotic survivors thinking they have some sort of power. They'll poke and prod until they die. They're flies, Bennings. Irritating, insignificant flies. You had better not have dragged us here over them.
No, it's not the survivors. It's a company, MedTech Labs.
MedTech Labs? That medical tech company? Why would they be looking into a chemical power company? Don't they make health apps?
They do more than that. Their first invention was a device that could check a person's hydration levels. Since then, they've developed a cancer scanner capable of identifying the exact type and severity of a patient's cancer. And they've created bone repair technology that can accelerate healing in as little as a week. 2 of those inventions were created by the CEO himself, a werewolf, if I remember correctly, from a clan people have long criticized for being unusually non-territorial.
His name is Axel Cosgrove. He has requested access to every chemical developed in the ElevenLabs and has been running tests on survivors. I believe he's trying to determine exactly what is causing some of their lingering pain.
Radiation poisoning. You already established that 2 years ago.
Speak, Bennings. What is it?
There's no proof of radiation exposure at all. Many of the doctor's files confirmed that. 2 years ago, I paid a number of them to sign off on radiation poisoning anyway. I filtered the survivors through physicians who were already in my pocket, and that kept things contained. But this is different. Axel Cosgrove isn't someone I can buy.
Why does that matter? Radiation doesn't remain in the human body indefinitely. They won't be able to prove anything.
That's true, but 2EQRG can.
What do you mean?
Your chemical has been found in some of the survivors, again, by the very doctors I paid off. If MedTech Labs studies them and discovers it for themselves, it will lead straight back to Edmere.
Where was it found? In their blood? Their bones?
No.
What do you mean, no?
It's in their hair and nails.
Their hair and nails?
Yes. Much like certain drugs can still be detected through hair samples long after they've left the bloodstream, 2EQRG can apparently be traced there as well. What are the odds of MedTech Labs running tests on hair or nail samples?
I'm not sure. I don't even know why they're testing survivors in the first place.
Then that's the first thing we need to find out. Find a survivor who's willing to be bought and have them tested through MedTech. Do you think you can do that?
Yes, sir.
Good. Then I want a list of every survivor currently being tested by MedTech Labs. Whoever you recruit as a spy, I will funnel the money through you. You pay them, and then you report directly to me, no one else. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, sir.
If MedTech meddles too deeply, I'll decide how best to bury them. A smear campaign, if necessary. Something effective enough to force them to back off. And if this turns out to be some kind of medical enhancement project, then perhaps they can heal the survivors and finally give them something else to do besides complain.
Okay, that's the last one, Axel. Let's go inside and eat dinner. I can smell your mother's cooking, and it's making me hungry.
Father,
Yes, son?
I need to talk to you about something. And no offense to Mother, but I don't want her involved in my business over it.
Why? What's wrong with your mother knowing? Axel, have you imprinted? Axel, you imprinted?
I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, it can't be.
It can't be. What do you mean?
Because she's a nymph. We don't imprint on other races.
You imprinted on a nymph?
Well, no, because that isn't possible. Is it?
Nymphs are beautiful women, Axel. Plenty of men lose their heads over them before they ever imprint. Being infatuated with a woman is normal before imprinting. We're men, we're visual creatures, and we enjoy carnal pleasures. So if you find a woman beautiful and want to indulge in...
Father, I'm 29 years old. If you think I came to you over infatuation and lust, then you have me entirely wrong.
Fine, tell me why you feel this way. Well, maybe you just weren't used to her floral scents.
It had nothing to do with the floral scents. It wasn't the cocoa or the vanilla.
Ah, you do have a strange addiction to chocolate, so of course if she smells like chocolate and vanilla...
Dad, it has nothing to do with that. It was her personal scent, her actual scent, her skin, her pheromones.
Well, no. Because if it were imprinting, you'd have this overwhelming need to understand how she's feeling at all times. And if something was wrong with her, you'd feel an instinct to fix it.
Yeah,
And you'd become almost obsessive about it. You'd overthink everything.
yeah.
Overly protective.
I followed her around for the rest of the festival because I didn't want anyone else taking her tags. And I couldn't stop thinking about how her legs were shaking, or how much she looked like she was hiding pain. Then when I found out she was a Valecross survivor, I took over her charts and became her observation analyst.
Do you get irrationally jealous if another man flirts with her? Because if you do, Axel, you need to swallow that nonsense down. It isn't her fault men approach her, and that doesn't give you an excuse to punch somebody in the face. Don't ever get angry at her for it. Get angry at the man if he knows she's yours. Then you can punch him in the face, within reason. Don't be irrational. These instincts can make it hard for us to stay rational.
Well,
And being a nymph, well, those women attract men constantly. It's like in their DNA or something.
I haven't seen her around another man enough to experience that.
Oh, well, can you smell when she's upset, sad, angry? We can smell our mate's emotions, and there's usually this immediate need to get her back to calm, to happy.
I could tell she was embarrassed the other day, not from her body language or her expression. From her scent. I wasn't even standing that close to her, but I knew it was hers.
Oh, once you've caught her scent that first time, son, you don't need to be right beside her to smell her emotions. Does she ever smell afraid of you? Because if she is your mate, she'll only feel safe around you. Which, that shouldn't be possible, son. She isn't a werewolf. You have to understand, we're incapable of physically hurting our mates, and if she were your mate, her instincts would know that too.
That's not a good enough test. How do I know? For certain.
No, ignore me. Keep talking.
Oh no.
Honey, we're coming. Sorry, we just needed a minute to...
I said keep talking. I want a name, occupation, age. I already have the race. I heard everything.
Rivka, please. We are not saying another damn word, because we both know that the second you know who she is, you'll get in the car, track the poor woman down, and scare the life out of her. Absolutely not.
I will not scare her. You cannot keep this from me. Do you have any idea how long I've been waiting for one of my sons to imprint?
Yes, you tell us at least once a week. Mother, please, this woman is ill. She's a Valecross survivor and...
And gorgeous, I'm sure. Bright, intelligent, funny. You would never imprint on anything less than that. A cocoa and vanilla-scented nymph sounds exactly like the kind of woman you'd be drawn to anyway, given your absurd relationship with chocolate.
I am not obsessed with chocolate. No, I don't want anyone crowding her. She's timid, shy for the most part, and sometimes she uses a wheelchair. Mother, I'm serious.
That is a rather protective tone for a woman you barely know. Now, I heard you ask your father what other proof there might be of imprinting, but from everything I've heard, it certainly sounds true on your end. What you need to do now is focus on her and how she reacts to you.
Mother, it doesn't matter. She isn't a werewolf.
I'm aware. I already told you I heard the entire conversation. I know she's a nymph. And that does not matter, my son. Somewhere in my family line, there is a story of an unusual bond. You have mermaid blood in your veins, passed down through me. Now, I would like a name and occupation. And I give you my word, I will not crowd her or frighten her. I will respect my son's boundaries for his mate's sake. But I will meet her one way or another, whether that happens because you give me the information willingly, or because I find it myself.
Mermaid blood? Someone on Mother's side of the family imprinted on a mermaid? What am I supposed to look for on her side?
Name and occupation, and I'll answer every question you have with the promise that I will not bombard the girl.
Novalie Cardon. She's a chocolatier. She works at a chocolate shop owned by her parents called the Choca Bloom.
Your father already mentioned one thing to watch for, whether she feels safe around you at all times. But there's more than that. Pay attention to how she reacts when she sees you. Does she seem happy, warm, welcoming, unless the two of you have argued? Does she move closer to you willingly? Does she want to be in your space? Does she seem comfortable there? And if you can get close enough, does she like the way you smell?
Right. I'll just ask her to take a whiff and report back.
It wouldn't be a strange question if she were a werewolf.
And you also need to pay attention to whether she flirts with you openly.
I'm completely blind to flirting. I never know when women are flirting with me.
Yes, a condition all of my sons seem to suffer from. Her being comfortable in your space matters. Her wanting to be in your space matters, even if she barely knows you. And then there's jealousy.
Jealousy?
As much as I hate to say it, yes. The instinct would rise in her too if another woman approached you and flirted.
How would she even have that instinct if she isn't a werewolf?
That is the strange thing about us. We cannot imprint on someone who cannot imprint on us.